Actually, I was gonna wait for this video, wait to do this video, make it more official at the house, but why not make a car video about it? But there's one thing that's been on my mind constantly for the last probably 48 hours, and it has something to do with my dear favorite comic book hero of all time, Batman. And some of us might have known, or might have watched or seen some of the DC fandom type stuff when they're basically bringing in different races of different characters. Okay, I guess that's fine, but there's one thing that doesn't sit with me real well, and it never will sit with me real well, and that is having a black Batman. Yes, and everybody look at my skin color, I am black. But I said this so many times before, and I'm going to continue to keep saying it, because some people don't get it. And apparently, the writers at DC don't get it. They had ideals. But actually, before I even get into that, this is how it starts. So, I don't know why I keep doing this. You get these little arguments with these people on these simple jacks on social media. And one said in the comments, said on Facebook, that Batman needed to be black for representation for black people. And here's my comment. As a 6-year-old, 5-year-old, 4-year-old, whenever I start watching or find out about Batman, I was like, that guy was cool. I didn't care if he was white. I didn't care if he was Asian. I didn't care if he was freaking Middle Eastern. I didn't care about any of that. He was interesting. He was cool. I didn't need to see myself into him in order to know that I feel represented. So these words. I didn't need all that. For some reason, these damn simple jacks on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it was on, they don't get that. They don't get that at all. I never needed Batman to be black to make me feel happy. The reason why I like Batman is because the stories, what he goes through. That's the reason why I like Batman. That's the reason why I always like Batman and continue to like Batman. Hopefully, these simple jacks at DC keep messing it up. I don't need a black Batman. And people don't understand this. I don't think people of other races understand this, that freaking celebrate this type of stuff, that some of this stuff feels like a dog and pony show, a circus show with some of this stuff. I don't need forced representation to make me feel better. I was better about Batman, happy about any superhero, no matter what their race was, before they want to race swamp or gender swamp it. I don't need all of that. I just need good stories. And I don't think most people understand that, because when they do these race swappings and come up with these POCs, they don't make stories out of them. They try to say, they make it interesting because now they're a different color, but they don't do anything with them. They just waste time and celebrate this stuff. And it freaking sinks the companies. Look at Marvel. Look at the other smaller comic book companies. Same thing with DC. It's sinking them. Because this is all they cry about and cheer about. There's nothing about stories, no substance behind none of this stuff. And that's the things these simple jacks don't get. There's no camera keeps shaking. Whoopsies. Let me move a finger out there. There's some things these simple jacks don't get. It's ridiculous. But some people, put my whole face in there. Some people just don't get it. They don't get it. Like, they don't have no reasonable switch in their mind to understand why some people always get up in the hurry, get up in the fuss about this. And everybody told me, you just reacted, you want to react? No. I ain't one of these people who just rant just for the sake of ranting. When I see something that is inaccurate or bad, I'm going to say something about it. That's just the way it is with me, at least. Maybe for some other people, too. I don't need a black Batman. Never did. Never will. Never wanted to. But DC writers in general, they can't come up with anything. I can. I'm not even a DC writer or a Marvel writer Right now, I'm still trying to come up. Actually, I already came up with it, but still trying to write it, but I haven't had the time doing all these videos and working and other stuff. But I spent the last couple of years trying to make a character that's black, that's my own character, that I can do whatever with. And don't really need to necessarily put him out there as being black. He's just going to be black. That's just the way I wrote him. But the stories, none of that SJW type stuff, none of that. It's just a black superhero fighting crime. That's all we need, no matter what race. But with DC Marvel, no, you'll never get that. They just be celebrating, and they do nothing else with it. And the character sucks. They do nothing interesting with it. Same thing with Marvel and that all new Marvel stuff. They did nothing interesting in it, and they can't write for crap because all of it was terrible. But I don't know. DC Marvel, it's done. It's over. They can't do anything. You can't do anything at all. And once again, to clarify myself, I do read comic books, people. I do. Got a whole bunch of them. I don't have any right now because I'm in my car, but at home, some of my other videos I might have shown comic books, I got them. Spider-Man, Batman, all of them. Physical copies, read them online. I read comic books or anything comic books wherever I can, even if I had to read them on Wikipedia. I read them all. But these writers, they don't know anything about these characters. These simple jacks on Facebook, Twitter, that parade this stuff, they especially don't know a damn thing. Especially these people who work in Hollywood making these movies. They don't know a damn thing about these characters. They did. Some of these characters will be better. Especially with the new Marvel stuff come out. I bet you half of that stuff that's coming out in the new Marvel movies ain't gonna be nothing that character represented in the comic books. Same thing with Birds of Prey. I complain about Birds of Prey because none of those characters were close enough to what I know, what I have read about them in comic books. All of them was just used for propaganda and agenda. It's like the director said of Birds of Prey. That's what they said. But I don't know. I won't be reading that. I think the new Batman, the Black Batman, is Tim Fox. So I think he could be related to Lucius Fox. But they already did that already, if that's true. There was Luke Fox as Batwing. And that was better than what they got now, they're trying to bring out now. Why not promote Luke Fox? He's already an established character, which I don't think some people like, but I have a problem with it that much because he was a Batman. But Batman, before I go off the camera, Batman should always be Bruce Wayne. I don't like it when he's Dick Grayson. I don't like it when it's Tim Drake. I don't like it when it's Jason Todd. I don't like it when it's Damian Wayne. Bruce Wayne should be Batman. But I understand why his understudies become Batman. Especially his son. Nobody else should be Batman, except for Bruce Wayne. Even Terry McGinnis. But then again, that's a different story with those guys. But it should be nobody else. Okay. I had to throw out a little bit more of a leash to those guys. They got a little more headway than everybody else who's not part of the Bat family. But Bruce Wayne should always be Batman. That's who it should always be. But I'm done complaining. Well, not complaining. Done ranting about this. I just wanted to get this out in the air before I forget what I wanted to say. Because I'm just thinking about it as I'm walking back to my car at this mall. I'm about to go to another mall. But y'all stay safe out there. Happy holidays and stay classy out there.